Greetings, my people. This morning, I've been playing the Diablo Early Access Beta, and I wanted to share with y'all a little bit of video and why, honestly, Blizzard is getting my money again. I was on the fence at first because the beginning of this game's it's not that great with the intro and all that, but once you get to where it truly opens up, maybe about 30, 40 minutes in, this is great. So one thing I like is the open map and how you can just freely explore. Like right here, I'm starting a world event, and anyone can come up and do this on the game at any point in time. And it, I mean, let's face it, we all know what world events are, right? I don't need to explain that, but now Diablo has them on an MMO kind of thing, I guess. Blend would be what I say, because it's persistent across all platforms. Anyone can join in with me right here while I'm killing some of this stuff and be part of this event right now, whether you're on PlayStation or Xbox or PC, and you don't really join my party like you can, I guess. We could party up, but you could also just wander up and help someone because you will see these creatures too, and then you all get your own loot for helping out. So there's no scrounging over drops or whatever, but you also get, your own stuff and then rewards for questing, which is pretty cool. So right here I'm escorting this little thing, and you can see the combat's pretty nice. It's hectic. I got my fireballs going around. We're destroying some stuff, and the game looks really pretty too. I gotta say, I like the look better than Diablo 3. Not that I hated Diablo 3's cartoony look, but the little darker aspect of Diablo 4, it helps. Because, I mean, it's a game with demons and blood. It shouldn't look like Nickelodeon. So that is a plus. I will say my biggest issue so far with the beta was actually trying to get into play, because y'all probably heard about the server issues and the queue times. They were horrendous. I had like a 90-minute queue time, and I waited through that, and then I got to where it would let me log in, and then it booted me out immediately, and then I had a 70-minute queue time, so that was no fun. But check it out, just finish that little event here, and you get your drops off your chest, and of course the little boss creature we killed during that. It's nice. And here's the map. So I said it's a persistent open world kind of MMO feel, right? And that's what I mean. Unlike the original Diablo games where you have the main story and it kind of funnels you down a hallway like Act 1, Act 2, and you can kind of explore your different zones, this one actually opens it up a little bit more. Like down here on the map where I am now with the cursor, that's where I started. And I've made it up to like the explored area. But look, you can see everywhere I'm highlighting what level they are, and it's a different part of the map that you can go to. And it's not really like a loading thing or whatever, it's persistent. So once you get your town portals or whatever, or your waypoints for that area, you can just go back and forth and freely explore Diablo, or you can do the main mission. And there's also all these side quests in each one of these zones. Like you see here, I got my campaign missions here. But at the bottom, I got my side quest ones that I've already kind of found and started messing with too, that will go all over the map. So you have your challenges and your collections, which is kind of nice, so that you can go down here and do certain things to unlock achievements, potentially gear or cosmetic, I'm not sure. But it's really nice to have things to whittle at and do, achievement-wise in the game while you're killing stuff. That's a nice thing that carried over from Diablo 3. You have your social window, like I said, that's cross-platform. You can join or create a clan, which I think is a guild. That's my guess. It's like creating a guild. And I mentioned earlier about how it's an open world, kind of like things will respawn. Look, the event that we did earlier is starting up again. So I'm going to have to move away real quick while I talk to y'all and kind of describe a little bit about what's. Now I want to show you all the skills because I kind of like how they did it on this one too. Of course, you have your branching path. As you put points in, you unlock certain stuff. Up here at the beginning, I got my firebolt. You got your ice bolt, frostbolt, I guess, and your spark. So you got your basic ones there that don't cost any mana to cast, which you can enhance further if you wanted to with different things to make them better. And then you start having ones that cost mana to cast down here, where I chose Firebolt myself, or Fireball, I mean, and I could also increase and alter that one if I wanted to. And then down here it branches out farther. There's passive skills, by the way. Look, Potent Warding, it's a passive, We now have passive skills in our tree, which we didn't have with Diablo 3. That's a nice return from number 2. You can see down here I got Flame Shield, which I added. You also have Teleport, Ice Shield, that sort of thing. But there's 2 other passive nodes on this branch too, which I think is really cool. So if you didn't want more skills, like damage-wise, you can put them in these passives as you level up. And I believe they cost the same skills. I haven't put any in. But you go all the way down here, and it looks like level 26 is about the last one, and you get your into your skill tree here, your Issue's Ferocity and your Combustion, which look like they just increase your fire stuff altogether, and everything kind of helps itself. So let's go over gear, which is interesting too. You have your stats on everything, and it quickly tells you if it will upgrade you, which is nice. You know, your armor gets better and all that. That carried over from Diablo 3. It's easy to eyeball stuff. Everything, you know, you can equip. It'll tell you, it adds your character looks different and all that when you equip gear. Also, I found a legendary item. I found my first one already. So they aren't like on Diablo 3 where they completely were hard to find or exceptionally rare at the beginning of the launch of the game. No. They are fixed on here, and they seemed like they will be balanced to have, because it wasn't easy when I got that. But you also have down here, you have your quest, your aspect, your consumables little window that aren't tied to your inventory, and you can change your character's profile, I'm guessing. By the way, I customized my character. You can make it look like anything you want. You can be a sorcerer, sorceress, whatever, as I chose that class, and then you can change appearance, hairstyle, anything. It's fully customizable. So let's go do this event again. Because I did say, hey, you know, events just kind of happen on the world map and everyone could be part of it. Let me show y'all. It's the same thing we did earlier, right? We fought through this and we escorted this little ghost to his parents' grave or whatever. But it's actually slightly different this time. You see, he's going a different direction. And you should get different rewards for doing it each time also. It's not going to be the same thing. It's probably random drops, of course. But look. There's different enemies spawning now this time. I have like these ghosts that I didn't have before. It's kind of fun. And things are getting pretty hectic already on me because I'm not good with dealing with ranged combat as a sorceress yet, you know? I'm more like, hey, get you from a distance, not you get me from a distance. But look, another person shows up just randomly to take part in this event, and we're doing it together. Because things get really out of hand here in a short amount of time, and I probably couldn't have done this alone, but this person and I actually managed to do it cooperatively, and I don't know who they are. They just showed up on the map doing their own thing, and they just happened to see me doing this. It could be like a PlayStation, it could be an Xbox player, it could even be on PC, I'm not sure. So I think that's a really cool touch, that there's a persistent world in Diablo now. Which I think we needed, you know, there's no more hallway, just kind of boringness. This one feels alive. I like that. I like that a lot. So we'll beat our little end of event boss creature here together, and we should get some loot. Yeah, another chest drops out. It says we completed the event, got all of our drops real fast. And look. There's some gold from earlier. It didn't disappear while we were fighting. It still sits on the map for a little bit for you. So it ain't like you're in a hectic rush to pick your items up or they'll disappear. And I think this person's going to wait and do the event again. They're probably going to camp it. And then another person shows up.
Hello.
So let's wave to them. See if they wave back.
Greetings.
Oh, yep. Alright, let's venture off, and I don't want to keep y'all too much longer. There's just so many things I'm excited to show you. So let's go and do a side quest up here also, that I picked up in town. Because that's one thing I do enjoy having, is stuff that gets you off the main kind of path, you know, to go and do and feel like you're making your own unique journey. And I'm glad that they have real side missions in here that feel like actual side missions now. So it looks like we have to... Oh, well, we're gonna fight this dude, looks like. Oh, that's not too bad. We'll take him out in a second. And look at his HP bar. You see how it got dark for a second? I like how if you have DPS on a creature, it will change color on its health bar and let you know that he's basically already dead, He's just walking around waiting to die, which I think is really cool because a lot of times I'll just stack my fire on them, see that their health bar darkens all the way up, and just walk away while they start burning down. That's a really nice touch. It's like, well, mate, you don't even know it, but you're already dead, and you're still trying to attack me. It's cute. Okay, so we did the side mission. Let's head up here and just do a little bit more exploring, and then we'll cut our video, and we'll kind of leave it at that. But I gotta say, they're gonna get my money for this game for sure. Oh, check it out. I'll show you the map. As you open it up, look, it shows this new area, and it branches out, and I can see things now that were darkened up before. And there's missions that aren't available in the beta, it looks like. I can't do that in this version of the game. And I can't do that campaign quest in this version of the game, so I don't know if I can even get into those zones yet. But the main quest down here I can still do. And yeah, I suppose that's gonna wrap her up here in a bit. We'll shoot some more things and then we'll stop. Because they did a good job so far. This is my first impressions, don't get me wrong, but Blizzard did really good. And they're gonna get my money on this one. They've deserved it. So appreciate y'all watching. If you can, please like and subscribe. Y'all have a great day.